Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another 8-4 Magic Origins draft. Jeez, I don't even know what this does. 6 mana, 6/5, enters battlefield, search your library for a non-legendary green creature card. Put it on the battlefield? Jeez, that card's awesome. Alright, here's the big problem though. We're passing like all, this pack is all green. Look at this. Undercity Troll, Sky Snare Spider, Wild Instincts. Who's not going to want to be in green from this pack? There's like nothing else in this pack besides green. Disperse. Husk, maybe. That's it. This whole pack is green. I mean, it sucks because this card is like insane, but it's also double green. Like, who wouldn't be motivated to go into green from this pack? I don't know what to do. Like, I have to take the best card. I mean, I have to take a green card. It just means I'm probably gonna be sharing green with like 2 people right off the bat. That kind of sucks, but there's nothing else that's even worth taking. Like, it certainly isn't worth taking a Disperse over this bomb 6-drop. I just don't feel like green's gonna work out now. I don't know how it could work out passing all of those insane green cards. I basically have to just snipe green nonstop, and somehow, even if I do, like, I don't see how it screws over the people to my right, you know? Okay. Citadel Castellan is pretty good. Puts me in white, though. Summerworld Alpha, also very good. Claustrophobia is blue. I just got a feeling that green is going to dry up. Maybe not, though. Maybe if it's just that one pack and I can steal all of the green from the other packs, it'll work out. I don't know. That's tough. I mean, honestly, Woodland Bellower can put Castellan out. It can't put Alpha out. But Alpha, do I even want to stay in green? Maybe I just want to grab like a Claustrophobia or a Fiery Conclusion, you know? Well, let's take the Castellan. It's the best card, I think. If it works out, great. If not, we screwed up that pick. Oh my god, and then we're just getting past Jiraga Invocation. One of my favorite cards. Yeah, I gotta take this. This card's... Oh man, I'm getting concerned, folks. Am I gonna get screwed on this green plan from that first pack? It's tough to say. Valeron Wardens is another card I can find with Bellower, and it works insanely well with Castellan, but Dragon Invocation is insane. This card has been so phenomenal for me. See, like, what was it, 3 or 4 drafts ago where round 1, it was like the most hopeless board state I've ever seen. And then I cracked a Foundry of the Consoles and got in for like Xaxes Lethal in Skies with Dragon Invocation. It was insane. My opponent was probably mind blown. I probably traumatized him. Dragon Invocation. Okay, I think Gearcrafter's better than Aeronaut. There's no white card in here, which makes sense. We could take the Gear. I do think Gearcrafter's better than Aeronaut. The one man, well, I mean, you get the flyer out of this, which is actually pretty good. Maybe they're actually more on par than I think. But otherwise, I'm taking like a Throwing Knife, which is okay. Not terribly exciting. No green card I care about. I'm going to take the Gearcrafter. Gearcrafter I can find with... No, it's non-legendary green creature, so I can't find it with Bellower, but whatever. We'll take it anyway. Alright, well... Willbreaker, don't have anything that works really with it yet. Maybe I just want the Aeronaut. I mean, Orchard Spirit I can find with Bellower too. I want to be in green, so if I want to be in green, I should cut green. I think Orchard Spirit's worse than Aeronaut, but let's cut green. I mean, it feels like Bellower is a card worth trying to build towards. I think here I'm actually going to take the Bonded Construct. You know how I feel about this card in general. I do think Pricklebore is stronger. I think if there's anything I've learned from 21 drafts in this format, find cards that are in your early game. If you can't get any early game, you're going to get crushed. Like Bonded Construct, not the greatest of cards, but phenomenal when your opponent's got like quad Topin Freeblade or whatever, you know? It's just so important to have some sort of early game established. And I think the 5 and 6 drops of Pricklebore and Vastwood Gorger are going to be found at some point. I can take Titan Strength. Kind of keeps me with the... I think the Castellan plan's not going to work. I should have just taken a green card, I guess. I'll take the Titan Strength. It's a reasonably late Titan Strength. I think Titan Strengths come up to be pretty good in this format. All right, we'll take the Scout. It's a 2-drop beater. It's fine. More exciting than a Gorger, I think. Once again, those will come eventually. All right, here was the deepest green pack ever. Here's the pack that put everybody in the draft in green. Elemental Bond currently only works with 1 creature, so you take the Smash for a sideboard. Actually, Caterpillar seems like a better sideboard card. All right, I'll take that. And I can find it with Bellower. Little toolkit. All right, I think Bully is okay. Currently not that good in this deck, but whatever. It's better than everything else in that pack, I think. Green-red beats. All right, take the Automaton. It's playable. Warhorn. Maybe. It's the most playable out of those cards. Castellan, you're gone. You already got cut. All right, I mean, we're off to a fine start. Gearcrafter's going to work really well with Invocation. We did end up with some pretty reasonable red cards. Green, as expected, is getting caught on the wheel, but I feel like Draga Invocation and this new card are maybe worth building towards. Otherwise, maybe red-blue. We saw some fairly late blue. I mean, I'm willing to cut green, but I'm not going to be happy about it. I knew that there was going to be issues. We're going to cut this green card. Second to last pick white card, but it's not like heavy infantry is great. In fact, I'd say it's pretty mediocre. The real question is, do I want to be in a color that I'm competing for simply because I've got some fairly strong cards? This didn't go up in value, right? Because LSV like added it to Modern Fish or whatever. Nope, still worth nothing. Okay. I mean, Chief of the Foundry works well with our Construct and our Automaton currently. Sergeant's probably the best card since we're almost surely in red. We don't have any elves really to support Dwynen's Elite. Sergeant's been really good. Could take the Wild Instincts, actually. You know, I think I actually take Wild Instincts here. Like I said, I pretty much most assuredly want to be in green because of Invocation and this Bellower, which I think are pretty insane. But on top of that, I don't have any removal really right now. I've got, in fact, Invocation and Titan Strength are my only. So I think I actually kind of need this Wild Instincts. But Sergeant, I think, is close. Okay, Fiery Conclusion is quite good, but I think I might want this Leaf Gilder since it ramps. I can find it with Bellower, and I guess that's it. There's a Foundry of the Consoles, but I think actually Leaf Gilder is more in line with what I'm wanting to do. Although, I mean, I look pretty beat down now, but my 2 6-drops, ramping is always good. This pack's got all sorts of goodies in it. I won't lie. I love Foundry of the Consoles because it doesn't take up a slot in the deck, but I do want to cut some green here. Fiery Conclusion and Titanic Growth are phenomenally good. I mean, Titanic Growth, I would say, is probably better than Fiery Conclusion since you don't have to sacrifice anything and it kills people. But Fiery Conclusion is legitimately good against some decks especially, and in some archetypes like the Sack deck or a deck that's got a bunch of Dragon Fodders. But we'll take Leaf Gilder here. Okay. I mean, I can take Fire Fiend Elemental. I don't think the card's great, but it's playable. It's more exciting than a Mage Ring Bully, I think. Some good blue cards in there, but I think Fire Fiend Elemental is a good card too. All right, Boggart Brute. Great card. Nice and aggressive. All right, I mean, we're actually looking fairly aggressive, but even though Bellower and Invocation aren't aggressive cards. Ooh, Foil Nissa's Revelation. Yeah, I still don't really like that card. LSV just hates Dragon Fodder, doesn't he? It's so interesting. I'd probably take Titan Strength. I mean, I like to listen to LSV most of the time. I'm trying to think why he... I mean, Dragon Fodder seems pretty good with Draga Invocation, though, doesn't it? And Warhorn. I might have to go against the... actually, I'm probably much more willing to just cut a Warhorn. But Titan Strength is good. Titan Strength is good. It's like Red's Titanic Growth. It's basically one of those cards that just steals games. Make a guy unblockable, double Titan Strength, kill your opponent. Voila. I'm going to go Titan Strength. I think Fodder works better with Invocation and Warhorn, but like I said, I'm more willing to cut Warhorn than you might think. All right, Leaf Gilder number 2. Seeing some green cards this direction. That is good news. All right, finally missed, but that's okay. It's a hate pick here. I don't even think there is a good hate pick. None of these cards really matter. Maybe the 2-drop, just because it's a 2-drop and I'm pretty aggressive. The green cards really don't matter. All right, Boggart Brute number 2. Titanic Growth 2 and Scout, but I think Boggart Brute's actually just really good. Menace is awesome. Especially with like a Wild Instincts or a Titan Strength. Yeah, I think Boggart Brute's the right pick. This deck's looking good. It's looking pretty good. Would prefer to not play Majoring Bully, even though it's aggressive and we've got some Titan Strengths to support it. Wow, Table to Crowan Sergeant? That's pretty incredible, actually. This card is very good. Much better in a deck with Warhorn and double Titan Strength currently, but I'm still on the fence. Ooh, Table Titanic Growth. I'm going to take it over Cobble Brute. Table Enshrouding Mist and Table Disperse? Was this just like the deepest pack ever? It must have been. I guess Majoring Bully does get more playable when you have a lot of combat tricks. I mean, he turns into a 7/7 from Titanic Growth. It's pretty big. I'll take the Veteran Sidearm. It's a playable card. I doubt it makes the deck, but it is playable. We probably have enough creatures, or we're going to end up with enough creatures to make this Warhorn work. But the question is, how much do I really like Warhorn? I don't love it. I have to be honest with you. I don't think it's that great of a card. But I think we're going to be able to do some upgrades here. Guess Demolish. I really could never see myself sideboarding into that. Even if my opponent was... yeah. Even my opponent was splashing a color. I still don't think Demolish would come in. Okay. Gather the Pack. Probably not necessary for this deck. Ooh. It's a cool little pack. I think we take the Mauler. Fits our curve perfectly. And it's something that we want to ramp into. Otherwise, Rune Servitor. Sylvan Messenger can find Leaf Gilders, but nothing else. Mighty the Masses is a card I actually like, but we're kind of good on combat tricks, so Rock Smaller I think it is. Just a card I like quite a bit. It's played well for me. Gather the Pack and Veteran Sidearm can come out. Not likely to happen. Still would prefer to not play Majoring Bully, but and Warhorn for that matter, just because I'm just not convinced Warhorn's quite good enough. But if I end up with a couple more token guys, I could see it. Okay, there's another Rock Mauler, but I actually am a big fan of the Disciple. I think I want the Disciple over the second Mauler. Big fat black demon. There's Pricklebore, Rock Mauler, Disciple, and another Servitor. I just love the Disciple. It's, like I said, I think it's really good. Defensively and offensively, it's been a really nice card. And it's a mana cheaper than Rock Mauler. I'm going to take Disciple. I think Pricklebore is fine too, but not as good as... I think Disciple is just one of those cards that's kind of like deceptive how good it is. Because they don't want to attack into it. They don't really want to block it. So it just works so well on aggressive and defensive board states that it's played so well. I think Automaton is something I would likely like to not play as well. What the? Hello. Crow and Sargent in here too. People just hate red in this draft. I love it. I'll take Orchard Spirit over the Mage Ring Bully. I just don't like being forced to attack. Lightning Javelin versus Mana Construct versus first Timber Pack Wolf in Pack 3, which probably isn't going to pan out. I think we'd actually take Lightning Javelin here. Let's get a little. Let's actually get an actual removal spell here, which I like. Skyraker Giant too. Jeez, he seems good. So does Subterranean Scout, and I guess there's Might of the Masses, but Skyraker Giant seems really good. Red Reach. We know how this did not play against Skyraker Giant so elegantly the other day, but I think we cut the Bully for this guy. Even though it's another 4-drop, I think that's fine. Shivan Reef, sure. I'm not going to play Sylvan Messenger. I don't think I'm splashing blue either, but maybe I pick up a second to last pick Negate, and then I sideboard into it. Yeah, right here. Or a Void Mage. Actually, I'd probably take the Void Mage. That's pretty surprising it's that late. I mean, we have a deck, which is good news. We have stuff defined with Woodland Bellower, which is also good news. We did sort of force our way into green, but having Invocation and Bellower and double Leaf Gilder is motivation enough. Although Leaf Gilder's not... We've got at least a couple double red spells, so I think I want to err towards red in this deck, I think. Warhorn is at least interesting. 16 creatures, Gearcrafter and Pia and Kiran Nalar being very good with Warhorn. Alright, I'll take the Might of the Masses. I like this card, especially with token generation. Maybe I cut the Fire Fiend Elemental. Although with double Leaf Gilder, having 4-drops like this is typically fine. I'm going to take the foil land for luck here. Maybe with all these buff spells, I don't need Warhorn. Am I going to play a third Orchard Spirit? Probably not. I think I'm already making a cut. So I might as well just cut this Castellan just in case someone's in white-green, because Castellan's really, really, really strong. Mighty Leap, sure, we'll take the combat trick from somebody. Elemental Bond, not that good in this deck. We have a few guys, but I'm not going to play Jam Day Tome either, I guess. Sure. All right, well, got ourselves a deck, which is good. Some powerhouse cards in here. I do think Warhorn's going to get the axe. I think in a vacuum, I think it's going to be better for not for consistency, for value. For me having good value, I think I'm better off not running Warhorn and going combat trick heavy. I think it's better for me to just like pick and choose when I want to play a combat trick rather than play a 3-drop like dorky artifact and then, you know, finding my token guys and getting in there. I do think Warhorn is playable in this deck, but it's probably the least exciting card. Although you could argue Bonded Construct, but I've kind of gone through already why I think Bonded Construct is so important in this format and why I think I want it in my deck. And cutting a creature for Warhorn makes me a bit nervous. Like cutting a Fire Fiend Elemental for a Warhorn, I'm not a huge fan of that. LSV likes Elemental. I'm actually kind of on the fence with this card. I think Elemental's a lot better in this deck where I've got double Titan Strike Might and Titanic Growth, as well as Wild Instincts. So, makes a little bit more sense in this deck. I think this deck's really good. We're removal light, but we're combat trick heavy. And Invocation and Woodland Bellower. I'm excited to try this Mythic out. He seems good. He only finds us double Orchard Spirit or Leaf Gilder, but I am a big fan of free spells, so... And this is the first time I've gotten to play Pia and Kieran Nalaar. I think this card's going to be really good. Hey, that's even more motivation to play Bonded Construct, right? Yeah, we're going to be Artifact Creature light, but it doesn't matter. This one makes its own explosives, which is just awesome. This deck looks good. I think it looks good. I think it looks solid. We got some kind of exciting rares in here. We're a bit color intensive on both ends, but let's see what we have more early game of. I guess we have more green early game, but the problem is we have the Leaf Gilders. And we're more late game double green, but we have more early game light green. I think we actually err towards red, believe it or not. Because of the double Leaf Gilder, I only really need one forest. And because of these 4-drop double reds, I really want to be able to go like mountain. I really need to be able to go to mountain, forest, Leaf Gilder, mountain, 4-drop. So I think that means 9-8 split, mountain. Hey, they say it too. Perfect. All right. Anything else? I don't think so. I think this is it. Ooh, almost forgot my little lucky charm here. Need that foil forest for good luck. Yeah, good looking deck. Excited to try these 6-drops out. And not much else to say. All right, this is it. This is the deck. We'll see you round 1.